This guitar and I sat down one day after CBC's producer asked me to write something I'd never written before. And I said I would give it a try. And I sat down and wrote a Christmas song. And that Christmas song was the first Christmas song I ever wrote. And it was this guitar, and that's something I didn't tell you, George,
no,
till
I
now.
didn't know that.
I wanted you to know. So it was a very special moment. We sat together, this guitar and I, and we wrote this song. Sleigh bells ringing in the snow, kissing neath the mistletoe, out in the barn the cattle low. It's Christmas in the valley. Soon beneath the Christmas tree, we'll gather with our family. She's still spitting love in perfect harmony. It's Christmas in the valley. You know the valley lights are gonna shine so bright. All the world is gonna be so right. When Santa on that magic night comes to his children, there'll be sleigh bells ringing in the snow, and kissing neath the mistletoe, out in the barn the cattle low. It's Christmas in the valley. You know, it's candlelight and hearts aglow, the silent dance of falling snow, familiar songs on CKBY radio. Remember that? That was Christmas in the valley. In every town the church bells ring, in every home a young child dreams, in every heart the spirit sings. It's Christmas in the valley. I can't believe I'm playing this guitar again. Oh, the valley lights are gonna shine so bright. All the world is gonna be so right. When Santa on that magic night comes to his children, there'll be sleigh bells ringing in the snow, and kissing neath the mistletoe. Here at the Lifestyle Show right now, I want you to know, for me, this is Christmas in the valley. George, for saving this baby, I want you to know you just made Christmas in the valley. Oh, my God, buddy! Woo. Again, thank you to Orchard View Retirement Living for sponsoring this performance. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together and make welcome my friend, Robin Averill.
Now if you're Irish, come into the parlour. There's a welcome there for you. If your name is Timothy or Pat, as long as you come from Ireland, there's a welcome on the mat. And if you come from the Muddles of Mourne, Killarney's like so blue. We'll sing a song, we'll make a fuss. Whoever you are, you're one of us. If you're Irish, this is the place for you. Know what's it? Hey! Woo! Woo! So here.
Think along those lines. The problem I find is that you can break those rules. In the middle of the summer, when you fling a piece of salmon onto your barbecue at home, there's nothing nicer than a glass of chilled Pinot Noir. It's beautiful. The red wine goes with the fish. It's great. Same thing with the beer. You can break some of the rules and have a bit of fun. Try different combinations. I think this one's going to go particularly well. So those shrimps are now cooked. So I've had the lime juice and the lime zest on the shrimp. So what I'm going to do is add just a little bit of fresh parsley to that. and that'll finish it off nicely. As a rule, I always use fresh parsley, fresh Italian parsley. I find it has a nicer, mintier, stronger flavor than the regular parsley. So here we go. And that just goes right in there. We give that a stir. And that's our prawns. So I know that most people, when they get home from work or when they get home from a day doing stuff, don't want to have to fuss and don't want to have to think about, well, what am I going to have for dinner, and I have to do all these complicated things.
But let's get back to the heart of the matter for me and what I really think is important, and it's about embracing life and the different chapters that we all have, right? And oh, here she comes again, more shots. Not that kind, Maureen. So it's about the many different chapters that you have. And this is a really amazing chapter, I think, that we're all in. You know, when you hit that age where you got a lot of, you know, you're established, you've got, you know, great family and loved ones around you, good friends, and you can sort of look back and think about all the accomplishments. And I don't do an awful lot of that, but I think it's really important that we all do that. You know, think about what we have and to be really, like, thankful and grateful that, you know, all of your, you know, different experience, the good, the bad, and hopefully the best, have really shaped us into this wonderful point in our lives where we're able to share. And when I did 4 years ago, no, it'll be 5 years ago now, I was the executive chef at the Four Seasons in New York City. Does anybody know any of this story about Crawford? A little bit? It's like, who the heck is she? I thought she was going to cook. All right, Maureen, get Maureen another beer, would you mind?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud. From the days I shared with her at CJOH television in the early 80s to watching her become this wonderful icon. Welcome her back to Ottawa, ladies and gentlemen, Margaret Trudeau.
Also, my strongest belief about aging is, and I do believe it gets better, because I don't know about any of you in this room, I have 7 grandchildren. And when I had I'm going to read you something from my book that I had written about having my first little grandson. When my first grandchild was born, I remember holding him in my arms and feeling a sweeping love I had never experienced before, but I have felt it since at the birth of each successive grandchild. With them, I have a chance to do things better and right. My love for my grandchildren keeps me young and vibrant and filled with purpose. That sort of unconditional love gives us what all beautiful, enduring relationships do: gratitude, joy, and a compelling reason to be our very best and enrich the world as much as we can. There's a great freedom in being, we know this, in being a grandparent. You don't have to raise them. Oh, yay! You just love them, and they're so hilarious. But I had to do a dance with my family as well in finding the role of grandmother. I think one of my problems was I thought they'd given me the gift of a new baby, all mine. No, I just was looking on them raising their child. And I had to hold back advice. I had to learn how to let the mums make their own mistakes, even though I knew perfectly well how they should be doing that. And I don't babysit. So I talk, that's one of the chapters in the book that I talk about, is our role in our relationships and the bonds that we have with our friendship, with our friends. I suddenly started to feel that I was gradually disappearing. And I know everyone I talk to after a certain age feels this, that nobody looks at us anymore unless we're behaving outrageously. We really are in our own world, and they're not depending on us anymore. Our children are raising their families. We may or may not have retired. And instead of feeling that it's over, why not think, hey, what a beginning. I don't have any more responsibilities like I had for the last 30, 40 years of raising kids, of doing all of that. I don't have to work anymore. I can make my own choices. what? My own choices? Well, I thought I just had to be old. No, it opens up a world. The only choice that we have to make, first of all, when we're about 50, I suggest, is get yourself healthy. Because our health, of course, is our biggest gift. It's the one that's going to propel us into a great old age or golden years. Because without our health, without our physical energy, we will have our life very diminished.
I do go on and on. I hope I covered enough.
No, it's lovely. Yes, yes. And we're going to be voting for
still does.
Yeah. I think I think he not only is so ready, but I honestly think he's got a really good vision.
And the dill inside will give a nice flavor to it.
There you go, chef. Didn't use the vodka yet?
Oh no, I didn't use the vodka. We'll have to keep it for us.
That's the most important
So the vodka
part.
can go at the end. Just take your alcohol, splash it out a little bit. So important thing to remember when you do gravlax, some for the salmon and some for the chefs. But not right now. So put it nice and tight. And it's gonna look something like that. And just leave it in your fridge for 24 hours. Take it out. Rinse it a little bit under water, pat it dry, and you cut it in thin slices. Salmon gravlax, again, you'll have in your little samplers that will give away in about 2-3 minutes. So those were all easy recipes to do with salmon, fairly cheap, pretty much ingredients that you have in your own house, and very fast to make. So we'll be handing out samples in a few minutes. If you can come closer to the side, we'll help you guys with those samples.
Probably on the right side of the stage, we'll be hanging out those little.
Thank you. It is a great event.
Yes,
But I just wanted to know, is anybody here seeing us for the first time? Oh, great. Look at that, Rick. Anybody here seeing us for the last time? Come on. All right, here's the national anthem. Yeah, you recognize that, eh? The theme from Bonanza. You know, Lauren Green was from Ottawa. He was an Ottawa guy. Now that's for a little bit of Ottawa for you now. I like that song because it makes me think of the West and the wide open spaces. I like that. They sing it out there too. You can sing it out there and sing it in Calgary. They have two versions that we've heard in Calgary. Here's one. They say that all the oil is in Alberta. What a shame the dipsticks are all in Ottawa. Taking a big chance there doing that. And here's another version they sing in Calgary. The Calgary Women's Quilting Guild sing the theme from Bonanza. Get it up, get it in, get it out, don't muss my hair do. Yeah, I love that. As you may have detected, I came from England many years ago, and I stayed in Canada basically because of something a Canadian girl said to me the first week I was here. She said, okay. It changes your life, I'm telling you. And I wasn't used to that because in England, all they'd ever said to me was, would you like something for the swelling? Don't go away because Wayne Rostad is going to come and entertain you. Wayne, a nice big hand for Wayne. He's been your host this afternoon, a great guy. He's hiding, he's in there. He's coming out soon. He's what? Have you noticed how shy Wayne is? He's very shy and bashful, but we're going to see if we can persuade him to come out of his shell. Thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Bowser and Blow. You're terrific. Thank you so much.